Welcome back to the library. I'm Miss Taylor and I'm your children's librarian here at the Giddings Public Library. This is part 2 of our storytime video series, Let's Learn About Bugs. Are you ready for another story time? We are going to meet a really fun bug called a walking stick in this book, Twig, by Ora Parker. Are you ready? It's time for story time. Twig, written and illustrated by Ora Parker. Published by Simon & Schuster Books for young readers. Twig. Bug School was a buzz with hundreds of shiny, scurrying shapes. But not one bug noticed the new girl, Heidi, tall and long like the twig of a tree. Heidi waved hello to everyone, but her teacher didn't even look up from her looping and threading. Scarlet and the Spiderlings didn't see her, nor did the Cockroach Twins, or the Stinky Bug, or Little Midge. Miss Orb was a golden silk weaver and a web-spinning champion. "Good morning, class," she said as she hung up her weaving. On the hat stand. "Now, let's begin our counting lesson," she said. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm not a hat stand, can't you see? Heidi stood as still and straight as a twig. The classroom was a flurry of counting in color, but nobody noticed Heidi. Nobody saw her at lunchtime. Nobody saw her here or there or anywhere. Nobody noticed Heidi at all. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Why won't someone play with me? Miss Orb loved teaching everybody how to weave. Weaving was tricky with sticky fiddly threads. Midge needed a little bit of help from the Cockroach Twins. The Spiderlings did really well. The Stinky Bug made a present for Nana. And Scarlet found lots of things to add to her weaving. An interesting leaf, a piece of bark shaped like a heart, a blue crackly pebble, and a sprinkle of dirt. Then she found a twig. The twig let out a surprised yelp. I'm not a twig, I'm me, I'm Heidi. And for the very first time, everyone saw her. "Oops," said Scarlet, "you look so much like a twig." "Oh, there you are, Heidi," said Miss Orb. "It seems your camouflage has been working too well." Midge just stared, for she could hardly believe it. Miss Orb had a wonderful idea. "Let's welcome Heidi to our class by weaving her a scarf. Everybody can make a square and we'll sew them together. Then we'll be able to see her wherever she is." They looped and threaded and spun all afternoon. Heidi joined in too. It was the best weaving they had ever done. Heidi smiled and spun and twirled. She loved her new scarf, and everyone could see how happy she was. These days, Heidi always finds friends on the playground. She takes care of gaps when they go on adventures. Heidi helps reach things up high, and she even discovered a talent for basketball. And Heidi always wears her scarf, except when it's time to play her favorite game, hide and seek. welcome to the craft table. In today's video, we are going to recycle some paper trash into a bug hotel. All you need is a box. Now you can use a shoebox or an old envelope box like this one. You can use any box that you have at home, but I think the smaller ones are a little easier to use. Also need some scrap paper and some toilet paper or paper towel rolls. Now you can use either or, but I like to use both if you can. Now, all you're gonna do is take your box, and of course feel free to paint it or decorate it however you like. I'm just gonna leave mine plain. And you're gonna insert the paper towel rolls into the box like this. Now another optional idea here is to cut the rolls so that they're the same width as the box. They don't stick out really wide. That would probably make this a little easier to do. But I'm not gonna try to cut these on camera now. So just stick your paper towel rolls into your box like this. It may be easier to cut the rolls so that they're the same width as the box. They don't stick out like this because they're kind of falling out a little bit. But I'm not gonna try to do that on camera. So that's just an option for you at home if you'd like to do that. Now we're gonna add the paper. So the idea of the bug hotel is that you have all these neat little circular tubes for bugs to crawl into and make homes. And different size tubes are going to be attractive to different kinds and sizes of bugs to make their home in. So I'm going to use the paper tubes to make smaller tunnels for smaller bugs in between the big cardboard tubes. I'll show you when I'm done. Now, as you can see, I've filled my whole box up with different sized tubes to make little bug tunnels. I even added some plastic bottles that I found. I just cut off the tops so they made nice round tunnels. But now that I think about it, you don't even need to cut the tops off. You could totally leave them on and just slide the whole bottle in there like that. And that would make a really nice tunnel for some different types of bugs. This set of tunnels will attract different types and sizes of bugs for you to safely observe from your home. Maybe set it on a table on your porch or on your railing, or even tack it to the side of your house. Any place that it's convenient to observe new bug friends. Okay, let's take our finished bug hotel out to the garden and find a good spot for it. Okay, I've got some plants coming back in the spring sunshine. Here's some beautiful purple flowers. I think I'm gonna pick a spot right here. Let me dig out a little space for it to sit in the dirt right here. There we go. I'm gonna put some of the dirt back so it just tucks around it and sits really securely. There we go. Check it out. Let me see your bug hotels. If you made a hotel with us in this video, feel free to post on Instagram or in the comments below. Tag us at Giddings Public Library. We would love to see you doing the projects at home. For now, stay tuned for part number 3 of our Learn About Bugs Storytime series. Coming up.